Hey, what's up? My name's Kilganon. This is going to be my first vlog. It's not really going to be much of a vlog. It's going to be more of showing you guys my exercises and my stretches, my routine that I do every single day in order to heal my herniated disc in my spine. I've had a lot of people DMing me and asking me questions about it. I figured I'd fill you guys in and show you guys a quick glimpse of what I do every single day. Everything that I'll be showing you guys I have learned from Christian. I'm not sure if he wants me releasing his last name, but basically he's a family friend, an absolute angel. He helped me through everything. Last year, or no, it was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I actually herniated, yeah, it was a year and a half. I herniated my disc between my L5 and my S1 vertebrae in my spine. So like I said, this is something I do every single day. I consider it homework. It's what Christian considers it. I try to do it once to twice a day. It really honestly just takes like 15 minutes. And I'm not saying this is gonna work for absolutely everybody with a herniated disc. Especially, even if you have the exact same herniation as me, it might not work the same. Christian gave me these stretches specifically for my injury because he's felt my body, he knows what's going on, but it might not work for you. I'm just showing you because a lot of people have been asking you what I did to make myself better. But without further ado, I'll show you guys the exercises. I actually don't know the names of these exercises, so bear with me. I'll probably search them up and put them somewhere on the screen, letting you know what they are. But yeah, I don't really know the names. So first you're gonna do 10 repetitions of whatever this is called. Basically you're gonna put your elbows together, your palms on your hand. Don't push or anything, just lay them on your forehead. And then you're gonna bring your head up. First you're gonna take a deep breath. Then you're gonna bring your head up as you bring your toes closer to your head. So just like this. Breathe in. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out on your way after your first rep. Start again. Ten times. Now that we're done with that one, we're gonna go into our second exercise. I don't know really what it's called either, but basically, you're gonna be laying on your side. You're gonna put your hand, rest it under your head, legs flat out, and you're gonna be laying directly on your side here. You're gonna be lifting your legs up as high as you can from your side. And you're gonna be holding for 6 seconds at the top, come down, slowly relax, and then make your way back up. Not extremely explosive, but you'll see. And we're gonna do 6 reps. Yeah, 6 reps of 6 seconds each. All right, switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Alright, we're gonna go into our next exercise. Again, don't know the name, but I know that from what I was told, it's very important that you keep your head and your heel as far apart as you can. So, you're gonna be putting your leg that is closest to the ground straight out. You're gonna be crossing your other leg over, and you're gonna be putting your knee on the ground here. Leg as far out as you can. Your head's also gonna be extended as far out as you can. And you're gonna be pushing and driving this knee through the floor as hard as you can. From what I have been told, Christian told me that this is gonna work inside your mid-back in here, all these little muscles. And he says, a lot of these exercises, they don't look like they're doing much, but in order to heal your disc, the muscles that you're training are so small and so intricate by your spine that these are the kind of movements that you need to do to work them out. So it's not about getting an insanely strong core, it's about working out the particular muscles that are gonna help push your disc back in naturally. So here we go. You're gonna be pushing your knee in. You're gonna do 6 reps of 6 seconds each. Doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I'm driving this knee as hard as I can down. And push as hard as you can for that whole 6 seconds. You're really trying to go through the ground. At the same time, you're gonna be flexing your core as hard as you can. Well, you're gonna have to anyway if you're trying to drive your knees through. Just really focus on keeping your core tight. Same thing other side. Again, your heel and your head stretched out as far as you can. Driving this knee straight through. All right, now we're done with that. I'm actually gonna take my shirt off for this particular exercise so you can see what happens with my back. So now you're gonna be laying on your back and you're gonna be pushing up with your legs. You're gonna have your legs square here. Okay, I'll put it over here. I'm gonna be pushing up, hip thrusting all the way up, leaving my arms on the ground. I'm really pushing as far as I can up. I have a really big flexion in my back. Don't expect to be able to go as far as I can. I just genetically have a really flexible back. But push as far as you can. I know it might hurt, especially if you are doing this with a herniated disc. I used to not even be able to do the second motion. So push as far as you can up. You're gonna be doing this. And then you're gonna come down and you're gonna put your back to the ground, all the way to your butt, all the way to your glutes. And you're gonna be snaking it down. You're not gonna be dropping. You're not gonna be doing this and dropping. No. You're going up and watch this. This part of my back hits first and then slowly everything else. All right, so we're gonna do this. Down, and then as soon as you're down, you're gonna grab your legs and you're gonna put your head up and you're gonna push as far as you can. And we're not doing this extremely fast or extremely slow, at a moderate pace. So we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this 10 reps, all right? Let's do it. Again, don't expect to have as much flexion as I do. All right, again, don't expect to have as much flexion as I do. Because if you can see here, when I first had my herniated disc, I couldn't bend much, so my flexion forward was horrible. So when I was doing this part, I literally could only do this. Like, I could not bring my knees up at all. Over the time, I've developed my flexibility again, but don't expect to be doing that with no pain either, especially if you have a herniated disc similar to mine. All right, so now we're going to our next exercise. It's kind of like a plank, a little version of it. And it's really important here to really focus on keeping your rib cage high. So we're going down into a plank motion, or a Mackenzie pose actually. So we'll be laying in a Mackenzie position, which is like this, which is known for making backs better, especially in terms of herniated discs, known for like to push them back in naturally. So staying in Mackenzie pose, you're gonna be focusing on keeping your head up. You're focusing on keeping your head up and your chest up. So really exaggerate. You're doing this. Now as soon as you do this for 6 seconds, count to 6, you're gonna be going up into your plank, and you're gonna be making sure your rib cage is out, so like a cat in water. So you're gonna be going up, and now watch, this is normal plank, this is what I want. Right here, you see that? So right here, your rib cage is gonna go up, and you're gonna be focusing on keeping that rib cage up the entire time throughout this whole thing. And then you're gonna be touching your knees to the ground, and going up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're gonna go down, 6 seconds this way. You're gonna do another 6 reps, 6 times. Really, really focus on keeping your chest up, your head up, your eyebrows up. And then when you come up,
Number one thing, you hold that rib cage up throughout the entire set. It's gonna be hard, especially when you first do it. It was so hard for me. Down, 6 seconds. Up, bring it up. 3, up. Up, bring it up. And go holding, and point, height, somewhere, you should move. Back up. Oh, and then bend up. 5, 1. And always finish with a candid pose for 6 seconds. Alright, good.
After this, we go into our next pose.
You're laying down. Just lay down flat on your back. And this one's a little interesting. Honestly, this is gonna look like the other one. It's not gonna look like you're doing much, especially if you're at the gym. People often look at me, they're like, yo, what is this kid doing? You're gonna be laying on your back, your hands to your side. You're gonna be breathing in. So take a big deep breath. And then you're gonna move that air to your ribs. Watch. So you can have air in your belly, and you can have air in your lungs, up by your ribs. Right. So I'm gonna breathe in. Then I'm gonna take that air and force it out of my belly into my ribs. You see that? You'll get used to it as soon as you try it. So you'll be doing that, and as soon as you put your air into your lungs, you're gonna be pushing both your shoulder blades straight back as hard as you can, and your whole body's gonna stiffen. But you're really focusing on pushing these back, and as you do that, you're gonna be flexing your legs, flexing your arms, nothing should be moving. And you're gonna see that little pocket created under there. But yeah, so we're gonna do this. Again, we're gonna do 6 reps, 6 seconds. Breathe in, into your lungs, push. 2, 3. Let go, wait 6 seconds. Repeat. When you do this, you're also making sure that you keep that air in your lungs while you're flexing your core. You're gonna get used to it, it's hard at first. We're gonna be doing that while flexing your core and your entire body. So again, in the lungs, flex the core, go. After this, we're gonna be putting our knees up. You're gonna be holding them in the position we had them before, and you're just gonna be pumping them back and forth. This is supposedly allowing your disc to move. It's giving it room to breathe. And by moving it a little bit by a little bit and forcing it into those positions, again, it's allowing the vertebrae to open up and that disc to start moving. And having mobility in your disc apparently is very important in order to get that disc back in, because it has to be able to move. If it's too stagnant, it's going to cause pain. So again, we're just doing this. Do that for about 10-15 seconds. Switch, go side to side. Really make sure your butt is as far back as you can go without pain. So side to side, side to side. And you're just going to keep doing this. Switch every 15 seconds. You're going to do it for about 2 minutes. Alright. I'm not doing it for the full 2 minutes right now. The next one, you're going to be holding underneath your knees, same position as you were in. You're going to stretch out as far as you can. Find something on the ceiling. Find something to aim for and aim to kick past it. And the key here is to kick, and you're not trying to do this in a controlled motion. You're trying to push through, and on your way down, you are not holding. You are letting your leg completely go. You're letting it drop. So when I'm gonna kick up, my leg should be, that didn't really drop well, but it should be dropping fast. So see how I'm just letting go? Kick all the way up, and it just lets go. All right, so we're gonna be doing this with both legs, kind of sporadic. We're gonna try to keep it up for about 10 seconds. Do 3 sets of this. Right. Alright, I'll use one more set. I'm gonna skip to the next workout so we can show you what's going on. Alright. For the last workout here, well, not the last one, but the last one of the stretches, I would say. You're gonna be doing 3 different positions. You're gonna be sitting all the way back here, and then we're gonna move up to here, and move up to a sitting position. If you can't do it, just do as far as you can. I know some people have a lot of pain in the back. I used to only be able to come up here, but as soon as you're able to get this flexibility, you come all the way up here. I'm gonna be showing you what we're doing next. So we're gonna start in this position here. You're gonna be flexing your core and pushing it down. You're gonna be focusing on pushing your back to the ground. So watch, I'm pushing down. While I do that, I'm gonna be lifting my right leg for 6 seconds and trying to touch as high as I can to try to gain that flexibility. 6 seconds this leg, 6 seconds this leg, move up position, 6 seconds, repeat. So here's how it goes. While pushing your core down. Push your core down, lift your leg. 3. Just for reference, I'll tell you in 1 second. Left leg. So my disc herniation protrudes to the left. So my leg flexibility in my left leg is really bad because of that. So my right leg, I have way more flexibility. I used to not even be able to lift my leg this high up the ground from this position. No word of a lie about, what was it, 8 months ago when I met Christian, he was laughing because it was that bad. But now, with all this work, it's gone a lot better. So now we're gonna move up to this second position. Right leg first, or whatever you want. Push down, flex your core, 6 seconds. Really force to go as high as you can, even through the pain. Last position, standing up. 6 seconds again. Flex your core. All right. In terms of the stretching part, that's most of it. Now we're gonna switch to the stability stuff that I've been doing lately. Honestly, my core is not as strong as it should be, but I've really been working on my obliques. Well, trying to work on my obliques because apparently it's really important in terms of stabilizing my spine. Every time I do it, honestly, my spine feels so good the next day. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually a bird dog, so the balancing core drill. Now the most important part about the bird dog, it honestly doesn't look like you're doing much, but it's one of the toughest, well for me, it was one of the toughest workouts to learn. So, you're gonna be standing in doggy position. And be putting your right hand up and your left leg out at the same time. But the most important thing is you're not just throwing it out, you're not throwing it out. You see my core right here? If it's leaking energy, that's no good. You wanna be coming up and your core should not be moving whatsoever. You're coming up, come down, nice and soft. 2. You're doing 8 reps. 3. Really focus on not moving that core. 8, switch sides. All right, so you're gonna do that. 8 reps, 4 sets. So for our next exercise, we're doing 50 reps on each side, and honestly, mine's not too pretty. But basically, you're gonna be laying down, lift your left leg off the ground, or whatever leg's close to the ground, off the ground. We're doing 50 reps. You're just gonna be bringing this leg up, and then this ankle out, and toe's gonna kind of come in a little bit. It's really gonna work your obliques. So you're gonna do 50 reps. All right, so you're gonna do that. Just one set, so you're gonna do that right side, and now we're gonna do it left side. All right, now for this one, we're gonna be doing it again, 4 sets, and you're gonna be doing
just 1 rep. You're gonna be trying to do 6 to 10 seconds. You might have a way stronger core than me. You might be able to do this no problem on the floor. What we're doing is called an L sit. So if you're on the floor, I'm not strong enough yet to do this. On the floor, you're gonna be pushing your hands against the ground and keep your legs straight. So honestly, I'll try, but I can't. I won't be able to do it. I'm actually impressed. That's probably the best I've ever done. So I'm gonna be doing it on the bench because I'm progressing. If you can't put your legs out, just keep your knees close to you. Just keep it tucked in like this. But we're trying to hold for 6 to 10 seconds with my legs out as high as I possibly can. All right. Rest, 30 seconds, go back, be doing that 4 times. All right, so honestly, that concludes what I do every single day. I keep talking to Christian, he keeps adding different workouts, adding different things specific to my body. Again, I'm not saying that this is gonna work for everyone, but this is absolutely what has worked for me. I have gained incredible flexion. I have been able to dunk again the past 3 months. I am feeling amazing, and honestly, it's all thanks to Christian, all thanks to all the workouts and the stretches that he's given me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully in my next vlogs you'll see a little bit more of my personality. I'll start talking a little bit more to the camera, bring you guys around, meet family, friends, whatever it may be. But for today, that's all I got for you. Thanks for stopping in. See you next time.